fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Portland Riverhogs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, lock it. Watch twist.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
Here we go, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
X3, 218, chop.
Kill.
Dude.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
52, come on. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, G.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 5-4.
Hey, wahoo. Ready.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. He may try and run for this. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
General West.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Portland football here ready to begin the second quarter. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 18 Gator.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Caught by Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
61, matchbox lights.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coach. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true.
Looking for Pyramid, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it with Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 39, Locke. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On the ready.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our time. It's our time. Check.
On first down, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Got it.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hey, Haywood.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
General West.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, Jack.
No, check.
Fair.
52 right here. 52. Come to one.
Hey, seam six.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Get ready.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Here we go. 8-3.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line.
Two jet bombers.
53. Mike 53.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
80 weapons.
A gain of 9 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, there's the option going left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Bravo!
From the gun on third down, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Locke going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Locke. In trouble, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Locke working out of the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. There on the stop that time, Trevon Coley. He completes it to Evans. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds Howard complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Hey, Sam on.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run by Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Lock now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 22 yards there, a first down. Rock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
6-6, pull it high. X3, 218, chopper.
Let's go, D. It's going to be another
2.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
47 to Mike, 47.
61, match box, right.
Let him know. Check. Lucky.
5.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Checkstone, travel. Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller. And that will force a turnover on downs. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Let's go, Tapper. Let's go. We got this. Shift! Watch the shift!
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Rush in.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs.